Right back here, the Seth Williams Show with Chris Aiken.
By the way, people are talking about Flat Earth Day. It is April 22nd. There's a day for anything.
Well, I think Flat Earth Day is actually Earth Day, but it's the same day.
Did they compromise it? Is that what happened?
I believe so. Because you can buy Flat Earth Day shirts on April 22nd.
All right, well, let me ask you this question. Which are you more inclined to celebrate, Earth Day or Flat Earth Day?
Look, the more that I've talked to Flat Earth guy, I mean, I know he has a real name, but that's what I'm going to continue to call him. But,
sure.
I have my doubts about what's actually going on with this planet of ours.
Okay.
It definitely, he makes some compelling arguments. I mean, I don't want to get into all of it, obviously, right now. And I don't even know what he's going to talk about on Monday. He's got conspiracy theories like you've never heard before.
Right.
But the flat Earth thing is compelling when he's actually allowed to talk and give his points.
Well, I think
rambling from some drunk people.
I think we'll allow that to happen.
Yeah, the plan is to allow that.
Yeah. Although I could go get a nice fifth or whatever and just start drinking like an hour before the show.
What does Gary the Numbers guy make of the number 69? I'd love to talk to that guy. All right, do you have a thing with numbers?
I do not. I mean, I used to have a thing with the time of 6:20 because I used to wake up every day for like 10 years at 6:20. So I thought there was some magic to that, but I could never get it to hit on like a lotto or a scratch off or any of that nonsense. So
I am by no means a numerologist, but there are the numbers 11 and 12 seem to pop up in my day probably 4,000 times, and it just so happens when I keep looking at them. Like I'll be walking. I don't walk anywhere. When I'm driving down the street with my wife or something,
you don't drive anywhere.
I don't drive anywhere either, but I drive with my wife. But I happen to look over the mailbox and I see either like 8392 1112. I always see the numbers 11 or 12 all the time, whether it's on a clock, whether it's on a mailbox, whether it's whatever. I happen to see numbers that either add up to 11 or the actual number is 11. And I was watching South Park the other day, my highbrow TV that I watch. And I was watching the addresses on some of the houses.
Right.
And it's 1002, 1001, 2001, all 11s and 12s.
Right.
And so I'm starting to think that maybe there is a thing.
Well, it could be.
I was in a new hotel the other day that didn't have a floor 13. I thought they didn't do the whole superstitious 13 stuff anymore. No, I think that there's a lot of places that still don't do floor 13.
And you know why? It's not that they're superstitious. It's that people going into the hotel are superstitious and won't want to stay on the 13th floor. That's really what it comes down to.
That has to be it, yeah.
It's not that the people that... I guarantee you Paris Hilton's dad doesn't give a shit about 13. But it wouldn't shock me at all if they just don't have a 13th floor. And they just tell people, yeah, you're on the 14th floor, 1422 or whatever. You know.
But numbers, for some reason, and I've talked to Gary the Numbers guy numerous times, some of his stuff I think is, I guess, okay. I mean, he talks about like Tiger Woods, LeBron James being born in the same whatevers, and add this, that, and they are champions because of it. But I don't know that I follow all that, but I do have a thing when it comes to like 11 and 12. So now I become, because I'm kind of, sorry, I was going to swear. Okay. I become kind of screwy with stuff because I'm a little bit OCD at times.
Sure.
Now I set my alarms for, I had to get up at 7 o'clock this morning, so I set my alarm for 7:04 and 7:05. So that way it was 11 and 12 when it would go off.
That's funny. I never have done the numbers thing. And I think a part of it is that I'm such an aholic that if I start doing numbers like that, I will absolutely end up in that casino. I'll be in that casino playing roulette like an idiot. You know, the probably the worst game you could possibly play in a casino, and that'll be me being like, I got a hunch about 18 today.
lose it all.
Here's all my here's $1,000. I'm done. You know, it's like, ugh, no. But I've never done the numbers thing like that.
I've never played roulette, but my wife and
you might as well you get more pleasure out of burning your money.
But I mean, red or black, but does that not pay a lot?
Not as much. And if you call the wrong number on the right color, you still don't pay. So roulette sucks. I mean, there's combinations and stuff in roulette. Like you ever watched where they'll put the chips like in a corner so that it's like 4 numbers and they're all red or they're all black or whatever. So you can hit, but if it's not the right color, then you lose.
Yeah, I don't know. My wife
it sucks.
We're talking about going to casino. A week from tomorrow.
Okay.
Because the 27th is our 18-year anniversary.
Wow, look at you.
And so we got married in Vegas. So we were talking about going to a casino somewhere and just to kind of recreate a little bit of that. We don't have money, obviously, a lot of money. So, it'd be a 10-minute trip. But we're still talking about doing it just for old time's sake and because we got married in Vegas. And so I'm trying to figure out, these slot machines are just for shit.
Yeah.
I mean, it's so tough to win on any of those things that maybe, is there a game out there you think that is better for me to play other than a slot machine, or is that just a bunch of crap?
Do you have the patience to actually pay attention to what other people are doing at the card table?
I mean, are you saying like blackjack or something like that?
Yeah, because blackjack is usually, if you can pay attention to what everybody's doing, you should be able to do okay at blackjack. Okay. Again, not great, but yeah, slot machines, again, you might as well just throw the money on the floor, and just play with your phone.
Because I used to go to the casino with Triv when we do like some of these broadcasts and stuff. Mm-hmm. And we go outside in the patio and we're smoking, whatever. And I'd see him just whip out a big bill, slap it into the slot machine we were sitting at. Mm-hmm. And 5 minutes later, the bill is gone.
Right.
And I'm sitting there going, aren't you pissed? He's like, no, I only bet what I can afford to lose.
Right. Mm-hmm.
And he'd whip out another bill, put it in, and he'd play it again. And sometimes he would hit, sometimes he wouldn't. And I would just sit there like, man, I just can't. I get pissed when I go to these casinos and I get 10 and I'm sitting, put it in and it's gone within like 2 minutes. And I just wasted $10. $10 is like a meal somewhere.
Yeah.
And I just threw it in the machine for nothing.
Mm-hmm. Dude, I go to the Roxino a lot for shows. Yeah. That's kind of my home stomp because it's like 10 minutes from my house. So I go to the Roxino a lot for shows. And a lot of times I go with Kelly, and me and Kelly will get there early, and she loves to play the slots. And she'll be in there just going ching, 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 ching. I'm like, what are you doing? But she actually wins sometimes. Like, I've seen her win like $100. Me, I could put $10,000 in and I wouldn't win a quarter. I am a moosh. Isn't that what they call it? A moosh?
Yeah.
That's me. I will lose now, but I have played blackjack at the casino in Cleveland, and I've done okay. I won I don't know, $2,000. I won $2,000 playing blackjack.
The only time I've ever won really any kind of money at a casino was in Vegas, because I think a lot of those places they want you to just sit there and keep gambling, and so I think your payouts are probably a little bit better in a place like that than it is up here, because up here I haven't won anything at these places. Now I don't go a lot because to me, again, it's just wasting my money.
Sure. Yeah,
and they say if you don't play, you can't win. I mean, that's true.
Yeah, but you know what? Then you might as well just put the lottery app on your phone. If you're just if you know you're gonna win, you're not gonna win, and you're not having fun doing it. Yeah. Like I'm a believer that a lot of people that go to the casino just have fun gambling, and they don't care. They have X amount of money that is like I don't care money,
right.
Which I don't have that either. Even though I do okay. If I lose $20, I'm like pissed.
Yeah.
Because it's like you know what? I had to sit for 15 minutes and do this or do coding or something that I didn't like doing to get this stupid money. So it bugs me. It bugs me, and I don't enjoy it a lot. But if you enjoy it, it's fine. But if you don't enjoy it, you might as well just do the lottery.
Might as well go to the strip club, tying everything
Good
together.
point.
Absolutely.
Good point.
If you're going to waste $20, I'd rather see that. Did you ever think you would see the day where sports gambling is legal everywhere and they actually promote that stuff?
You know what? Let's talk about that for a minute. That single change, and I know you and Chiselka talked about it when it first went live in January.
Yep.
That single change absolutely wrecked what little love I had still for sports. It is awful to watch sports now because they're constantly with the betting lines.
They are.
It's I watched the whole XFL season this year. Enjoyed it. I enjoy the XFL. But I mean, every stupid thing they're showing you a betting line on. Every stupid thing is hey, what are the odds that this kickoff goes back for a touchdown? What are the odds that they get back to the 30, to the 40, to the 50? It's like enough, and I don't even know what some of these betting lines mean, because I've been a little bit out of it. I mean, when you see a betting line, and again, I don't know it, but when I see a betting line and it's the Indians are likely to lose to the Padres, they're minus 380 or whatever. What does that mean?
Yeah, I have no idea what that means.
Baseball games are like 4-3. What does negative or positive 380 mean?
I don't really understand that stuff either. No, I guess I wouldn't mind betting some of this, some of the easier bets, some of the football stuff that I actually understand.
Sure.
But I've been addicted to pretty much everything in my life.
Right.
That I just don't want to get another one. And I lose too much money.
Yeah, that's the hardest part is no one wants to lose the money. If you're doing it for fun, it's the same as you would pay to go to a movie or something. You're throwing or to do whatever you would do for fun, go to a baseball game, go to a football game, whatever. If that's what you get for entertainment, that's fine. But if you actually care about the money, then you might as well not gamble because you're just going to hate yourself.